Okay. We're going to play a game. Do you have any idea what game we're playing?
I don't.
You don't have any idea. Well, this is going to be fun.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
I currently have my computer speakers on mute so that you can't hear anything that's going on. And I wanted to introduce you to this game because these games are quite a lot of fun. And
okay.
I wanted to be able to, well, from what I understand, they're quite a lot of fun. And I wanted to be able to share the first time playing with you. Because unlike Secret of Monkey Island, I think you might actually enjoy these.
I'm excited.
I'm glad. So, without further ado. Oh, it minimized. Okay. Well, that's fun. Hold on just a sec. Yeah! Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney! Alright, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit just in case because I don't want any sound to come through the microphone and just cause an endless loop.
Right.
Okay.
So how do we play?
It is a predominantly text-based adventure.
Okay.
So you read the things, you try to get the court case correct, and you try to put the baddies behind bars. Let's go.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, play this game. Oh, god damn it. Alright, episode 1, the first turnabout. I don't want to go back. Play the first turnabout. Yeah! What? Alright, menu options already. Okay. Gasp, gasp. Oh.
Oh no. She's bleeding.
Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! Did I do a proper voice? No, not really.
I think so.
You thought I did the right... Someone like him! I'll make it look like he did it!
Are we supposed to be...
I mean, I'm going to do a voice for a lot of the characters. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous! Oh, I don't like the voice I just gave Phoenix.
That was kind of like your age.
Do you want to do Mia's voice?
Right.
That's not very fun. Oh, hi, Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief!
Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed.
You gotta read.
You just like the boobs.
Oh yeah, that's it. I just like the boobs. Yeah, that's 100% why I'm playing a fucking anime game.
Not everyone takes any Myrtle.
Did you say Myrtle? You want to try that again, Chief?
Murder trial right off the bat like this.
You gotta speak up a little bit.
It says a lot about you in your clothing as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. I'm just gonna make Phoenix sound like a dipshit the whole game. You gonna?
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes! Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over? My life, everything, it's over.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah? Nick! Hey there! Thanks for bringing that up as we're recording. I really appreciate that. You're just, oh, God, you are so much fun to play with right at the moment. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What's wrong bed. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Oh, God. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. I wish I could read. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do! August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, room number 2. Do you want to do the judge's voice?
Court is now in session.
Oh, the voices that you do for the judge and Mia are the same. You gotta have some variation, come on. Yeah, okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Budd.
Do you want to do the prosecution or
The
do you want to do you can't just copy the voice that I gave Butts.
Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial
Your
will decide
conduct?
the fate of your client.
Conduct. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
The murder is a serious charge for your client's
All right, one line without laughing. You got to get through one line without laughing, and you gotta speak up so that the microphone can pick you up. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances,
One line without laughing.
I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Mon spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
You gotta speak up. The microphone. There we go. All right. The defendant. Who's the defendant? Do you remember his name?
It's Phoenix.
Who is Phoenix Wright?
The boyfriend?
No, Phoenix Wright is me, the attorney.
Oh, that's right.
Is it Mia Fey? Who's
Larry.
me? It's Larry. All right, there we go.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct.
You gotta speak up. You gotta enunciate.
Correct.
There we go.
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine.
You did it for correct. You gotta get through one line without laughing.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whoa, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
Cindy. All right. So what? Cindy Stone. She's the victim. She lived in an apartment by herself.
It's wait. No, I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
There we go. You're getting there. All right.
You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Oh, of course, I know the victim's name.
Oh, wait, that's me. Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name! I, just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record.
I know, I just looked at it. Press tab? Nah. Right button. Alright.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Alright, what's the victim's name?
Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone!
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object. That's what we saw in the beginning, with the blood dripping off the statue. She was struck by... Again, I wish I could read.
You'll get there.
I know, one day. She was struck once by a blunt object!
Correct.
Oh, you scooted out of frame, babe.
Oh.
Oh, now I'm not in frame. Alright. Okay.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Well, that's good. At least somebody believes in me.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A
Cool.
statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather
Yes.
heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
I know how to check the court record, Mia.
Why does that
Jeez.
keep coming up?
Because they have to make sure that you're not a dumbass and you actually read what you were supposed to.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Nope, no,
that's you.
That's me. Just because we're looking at Mia doesn't mean it's not me talking.
Oh, Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh boy.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony! Oh, that's all really bad for him. Didn't they all die? Yeah, Phoenix, they all died. I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls! Or seeing me! Ever! What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, why don't you describe it? What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact,
she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. She arrived home, Paris, on 7:30, the day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Does it say what time she arrived? It does not. Dude, no way!
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wins. Dude! Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah! And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this! That's you. Not me.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motives are clear to everyone.
Yes, quiet.
Oh boy, this is not looking good. I fucked that up so bad.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp!
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Yeah, I mean, he's got an answer. There's no other. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order. Well, Mr. Bunce?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery.
He saw the
He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
I fucked up because it changed. Okay. I'm just hoping we're all on the same page here.
Yes.
Okay.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's this dude's voice going to be?
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Well, do you want me to do the voice or do you want to... Oh, wait, didn't I do the voice? What was the voice that I did?
Not like this.
Was that it? I feel like that was it, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna make it really... I'm figuring something.
You a Russian?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Oh, I have an idea.
Witness testimony.
There you go.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant standing right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a
Blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Salt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Let's look at that, actually. Wait. We have an attorney badge?
Cool.
Blackout record added to the court record. Okay. Hold on just a sec. Before you say that. The building was out from noon to 6. Blech. Well, that doesn't help matters much.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes! Yes, Your Honor!
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, this is it, the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
That's a bit vindictive. Okay. I know how to open the fucking court record. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. But that's your line.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
Open the court record of tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Yeah, we know how to do it. Thank you, Mia. Jesus Christ, that's time number 4 that you said it.
Cross-examination!
I think it's just more time to stare at it.
Is that it? Is that what it's time for? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Hold it!
Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway. Yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd, in a big city like this, I thought.
I see, and what happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Alright, so we saw that.
Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court.
Okay.
This is fun.
Oh, it has to be like, okay.
What's up?
Alright, I get it. So lying there dead,
You have to
However,
find something that contradicts.
yeah, I think I have an idea. I went to the nearby park and found a public. Okay.
Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Was I supposed to read that?
Sure. There, okay. It just takes a little bit. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find it hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Clever, Phoenix. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that!
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawid, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's what you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. What? See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Lies beget more lies.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Witness testimony. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped
Program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do.
Yeah. I've got this one. My voice has just devolved into it. It's become the time of discovery. It's just become, what is it? Burger King foot lettuce guy, I think. Burger King foot lettuce.
Not the $5 foot.
No, not the $5 foot long. You see, when I heard the time, there was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. How is it coming from the television if there was a blackout?
Right. We'll probably have to go showers.
Do you mind finishing out the case with me so that I don't have to do all the voices by myself?
No.
Okay.
How much longer?
I don't know. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solly?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solly, the court would prefer you to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Humming? His R's are dumb. Slight speech impediment judge. Oh.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
Other? So now he just sometimes doesn't pronounce R's. Is that the character of the judge?
Yeah.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solly. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Jesus Christ, this voice is hurting my throat. Witness testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Get it? It's his name. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait, but he said he was too distraught to go in.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna keep moving. That must have been what I saw! How did you see it if you were too distraught to go in?
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Cross-examination! Saw it.
Do you have to go through 5 more?
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Wah! You, with your objections and your evidence, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne?
as the witness stated, this is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
So he
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This
but you
is
have
a
to
clock.
you have to use the neck, and he said he was too he said he
Right.
said he wasn't able to go in.
Right. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went in. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? You just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw,
Oh my.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death!
That's
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you simply... Do I sound in the clock? Let's sound the clock now. Here in this court, Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Eck. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what time Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one. A lawyer wouldn't say that, I can guarantee it.
You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right. How are we going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Shit. Fuck.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
Indict.
I'm sorry, indict?
You want to give it one more go through, or are you good with that take?
I'm good.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank's side.
Wait, was I able to... Okay.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. Or you lawyers are all slime.
I meant to say...
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Shit.
Not so fast, Mr. Stein.
Mia! I mean, Chef?
Listen up, Ray. Don't throw this one away, not like this.
Jesus Christ, I
Dang.
wish my hair would just stay on one side of my head. But, Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that!
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof.
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Where does this take place? It's out of the country. Hold on. So she came in from Paris.
We would have to resume this tomorrow. It's almost 10. I have to do my hair and stuff.
We're almost done with this case.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It should just be a short one.
Okay.
All right. I think it has something to do with the passport. Oh, wait. It's a U.S. passport, and she flew in from Paris.
Right.
Hold on.
What are you looking at?
So Paris is 6 hours ahead of New York.
Mm-hmm.
But where does this take place? I don't know where it takes place.
Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Jesus Christ. Ha! Tough words! Let's see if you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Wow. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. So they must be somewhere in, what, mountain time?
Yeah.
Okay. So like Colorado probably, maybe? Who
I
knows?
thought Colorado, isn't it 2 hours?
No.
Oh.
Colorado's mountain time.
Oh, that's right.
As we all know, the difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Deadite?
Order, I say.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, you're a witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Not guilty! Hey, alright, we got the butt off.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Okay. Should we continue with do you want to finish out like all these last few notes before we wrap it up?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Ooh. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Well, I still can't believe we won.
Right? Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me! I'll be dead and gone soon! Good! Wait, no! I mean bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed! But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man! Gone forever! Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry!
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
God damn it. Thanks! I really owe you one! What's he doing with his hand down there? I won't forget this, ever! Let's celebrate! Dinner! Movie! My treat!
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook! Oh, hey! Here, take this! It's a present!
A present for me.
Oh my god, you get the murder weapon!
Ooh. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her! I made one for her and one for me! Oh, okay, I guess it's not the murder weapon.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool! Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry?
Are you sure? So sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Fuck.
I feel like I have to check my blood sugar. How much longer is that?
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick! I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks!
Hope that made him feel a little better. It's getting warm in here.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's where we call it for the time being. Do you actually think we're going to continue this one?
Yeah, it's cool. What do you think?
Are
Are there other ones?
Are there other ones what?
Like other games like this?
Like specifically Phoenix Wright? Or like other games similar to this particular game? So you don't want to play Phoenix Wright, you want to play something similar to Phoenix Wright.
I like this.
Okay. So maybe...
Does it just keep on going? Like, are there more episodes?
Yeah, there are more cases and stuff. It's not just the tutorial case.
Okay.
All right. So I think this is where we're going to cut it then.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.